welcome back to my channel, Joy in Life. Today you can see that there are a lot of glasses here. What are they? Like, what are we making today? So I remember I showed you guys this one a long time ago, and this is a palette that I use for oil painting, acrylic, and you can see like there are some stain on the side, but this is super easy to make. So in the past few years, I think the gray palettes are so popular. However, it can be so expensive to buy one, and so it's really easy to make. Yes, you know, there will be stain at the back as well, but it doesn't matter, it works. Okay, so last time, the first one I made, I actually used only 4 things in here. One I will show you is very similar to the new one that I'm making. So I went to Dollar Tree and got a frame, and I basically just want the glass, and it doesn't really matter if it's really smooth or, you know, whatever, because you are going to take the entire side with I was going to call it washi tape. No, duct tapes. Yes. So we are going to close it all, so it doesn't really matter, it won't hurt your hand. And that is one item. And second, last time, as you can see here, I actually had some gray napkins, and I used that instead in here, and you can see it works, but then it's not as good because you can see the crease here and there. And so I decided to actually get a gray cardboard from Dollar Tree. I think this is like 50 cents. And then I get this foam board again from Dollar Tree. Is $1. You know, I made a mess here, but I don't really care because I am going to cover it up with this. So now I'm going to tell you how to make it. So the size, depending on the glass that you get from Dollar Tree, right? And their largest one, I think this one is probably 12 by 9, or I don't really know. I'll measure it and I'll put in the description. But this is what I use. So I basically use that to trace a line on the cardboard paper, and then trace a line on the foam board as well. And I was being lazy because I know that I'm going to steal the side anyway, so I just use a pair of scissors to cut it. As you can see, it's really ugly, but I don't care because, you know, you won't see it. So what you do is the foam board at the bottom, and find one side that you like better. Like this side, I have some paint on it already because I wanted to do this water forever, but I didn't get time to, so it's been sitting there with my craft supply for a long time. And then I put the cardboard paper, make sure you get a gray one, on top, and then you put the glass on top of that. And so after that, what you will need is a pair of scissors to cut your duct tape. Find one that you like. And I happen to have some really nice nice ones here, so I'm going to use that. So basically you measure the length and cut it. Doesn't have to be exact because you're going to do all sides, so it basically takes you minutes to do this. But I'm sorry, my light dropped. I'm using a really low-tech format to hold my ring light here. Yeah, long story. Anyway, so just eyeball it basically to see if it's straight, and tape it down. And then what you can do is basically, don't do what I did or it will get stuck with the desk. So what you do is you make sure that it goes really smooth around, and then turn it and put it down. So here you go, one side down, right? So 3 sides to go. And this is so much easier, don't you think? I mean, so much cheaper, and it's easy than getting one from the store, because I was going to buy one at first, but it's like $30 for one. but more than 30. I don't really remember. And at that time when I looked, it was more expensive, just because that was the time when it was really super popular. And I don't know if the price dropped after that, because, you know, I guess many people will try to make their own. It's not so hard. So, okay, and here, the same thing. Put it on. So 2 sides done, right? So here there is some extra, so I can simply cut it. Simple, and it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to seal the other sides as well. So just make sure you get a really good pair of scissors. But I think that you can actually just tear it. I just didn't want to take the chance, just in case. So right here. And my scissors are not good. That's why it's taking me a little bit longer. If you are making it at home, you can make it even faster. And I see that like it's not really even here. As you can see, right, this side is much bigger, like much lower, and this side is much higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to correct it. It's really easy to do because you can always take it out and stick it again. And even if you cannot take the back out, just because it's paper, it's foam board, right? So it may be harder. I will try, but if I can, what I'm going to do is basically just tape it onto the foam board and then go ahead and use another piece to put it there. So let me try to see if it will work. Yes, it does. So you can see it's not that hard to correct your mistakes at all. And I just measure it again. So with this guideline, it's much easier for me. And one of the tricks that I use, actually you can see that here is a little bit thicker than the front. That is because if you put more on the back than on the front, then you get more space to mix your colors, right? So because the duct tape is just so thick, so if you use so much on the back, it won't show as much on the front. So yeah, my scissors is not really a good one. Let me just tear it. Okay, so here now I'm going to do a better job, hopefully. You know, actually, you know, you can flip it and do it, but I'll just try this. I think this is pretty even. And I'll try the front. Yeah, it works now. That is good. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this side, and I'll try to fix this because it gets stick together. Let's see if I can. If I can, I'll just use another piece. No big deal. It seems like it works, kind of. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to put it down. A nice way. If you want, you know, I hate to measure things, so I didn't. But if you want, you can definitely like put a guideline there to see, you know, where you should put everything to make it look really even and good looking and all that. I just really want some really functional ones. I don't really care about the look as much, and that's why I didn't measure anything. So here we got our third side done already, right? And then it's just a matter of doing this side. And again, like that side is not really super straight, but I'll fix it later. But I'm making this video just to tell you how to make this, because I really feel like it is so expensive to get one, and if I have money, I'd rather get paint instead of getting an expensive palette. That's just me. I think like if you have money to spare, you know, it's a good idea to get really good ones, and I'm sure you will really enjoy it. But it's just for myself, I'd rather get paint with my limited budget. So you can see here it doesn't seal as tight, just because it was a little short for me, so I'm just going to add a little bit there. But I will add a little bit there anyway. All of them I will like probably do a little bit more, just to be safe, because then it won't poke through. So that is really easy to do as well. So you basically get a little piece here and do almost like a triangular piece. See it, like how you do it? Just do it like that. Do it like that. And then put it down. That's it. And so now here, there are 2 layers instead of just 1. And I think that will be like protecting you a little bit more. So that is a good way of doing it. And then I'm going to tear another small piece, and you don't need that much, like this much is good. And here I'm going to show you again. Do it like this. This side is more straight, so I'm going to do it like this. So leave a little bit space here, so then when you put it down, it's wrapping really well in there. Okay, and so here I can just tip it down. That's all. Isn't that easy? All right, so I am fixing one of the sides because I didn't tape it as well in there. Pull it out and redo it, because that one was the one that I was fixing the other side, and then it got stick together like that piece. When it gets stick together, it's not as straight, and I don't like the look if it doesn't look straight. Although I really go for like a really functional palette, but I still have some standards like here. Okay, so this is good. All right, so I'm going to do the corners for those 2 as well, and then I'm basically done. And you see, I think the entire video that we have here with me talking and making this and fixing my mistakes, because I didn't measure, I didn't, you know, and I was talking while I was doing it. All this is still under 15 minutes. And I guess like you can add a few minutes for you to cut it and, you know, put it together. So I guess like all together is definitely less than 20 minutes that you can make this thing. And it's worth like $30, and I pay for only $3 because I do have the duct tape available at home already. Okay, so here you go. See, this one is much bigger than the original one that I made, and the quality is bigger because I didn't use napkins. I used like a really gray cardboard paper. So this is the video that I promised you a long time ago, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this type of videos, I do art material reviews and DIY things like this, or art, or you know, things like this. So if you like my channel, please subscribe, like this video, and click on the bell so then you will get the notification when I upload next. And I hope to see you in the next video. And at the meantime, you can go check out my Facebook page and my IG and also my website. You can see a lot more of my artwork there as well. All right, so I will see you next time. Bye.